Well, here's some of my old rodeo pictures. They're in my old book here, and after 30 years there's a little bit of dust on there, but we'll take a look at them. And this here is a picture of me on old Mike. That was my famous dog and horse there, and that was the first professional rodeo that I went to, and I threw a steer down in 3.2 seconds, and it was faster than my dad had ever thrown a steer down, and I was probably only 16 years old. And then Jim Tesher, who was world's champion, came out and threw one down in 3.9 and beat me, but I still won money at my first professional rodeo. This rodeo right here was, this here is a Yellow Jacket. This horse was, I think it was like 5 times national champion bucking horse of the year, and this was a college rodeo where I drew him and rode him and won the bareback riding on him. This ride right here was probably one of my most famous rides. It was at the college national championship in Bozeman, Montana, and I had the chance of winning the national title. When the first go around there, I drew a pretty good horse in 1/3, and then my second horse I drew, I got to see him buck, and it was a good jump and kick horse, and he'd go out a little ways and turn back, and so I was really excited about having him. And when the gate opened, he just did everything just right. And in fact, this is the horse that I got on and won that go around on. And then it came down to just 3 of us. Everybody else were, 50, 100 points behind us. And the first guy that was in competition there, he came out and bucked off his horse, and then the second guy came out and he missed his horse out, so he got a no score. And so all I had to do was just stay on the horse, just have a qualified ride. I could D up, just make the whistle on him, all I had to do. And I had to draw the horse that was 7 times bucking horse of the year, called Moonshine. And the horse is getting old, and he was getting real sour, so he was just a tough horse to get out on. And so I kept everybody away from the chutes, and I set my rigging down on top of him, and he started to squat in the chute. And so I just had one guy by the chutes there help me pull my rigging down, and he was squatting pretty bad, and so it was time for me to go. I tried to get down on him, and he squatted all the way down, and I had my hand wedged into the rigging at that time, and stock contractor hollered, "Jerk the front gate," and I think he just wanted him to rattle it to get the horse to try to stand up, but the guy jerked it wide open, and that horse jumped on top of the next horse, and I'm still in the rigging. Anyway, I finally got my hand out, got the horse back in the chute, and tried to get down on him, and he just laid down in the chute, and so I just took him laying down, and which I never should have. I should have just asked for just a reride horse, because once you try 3 times to get out on a horse and he won't cooperate there, they have to give you a reride, and all I needed was just something to get a score on. And I really don't remember anything of that ride, because that horse just flat bucked and fell on me and broke my leg. And still, that's why I got a bad foot today. And it was after the ride. The horse bucked pretty good. I don't know what my score was. I didn't place on him, but the whistle blew, and I grabbed down and waiting for the pickup man to come in and pick me up. And just as he got into the corner, the horse, I thought he was going to hit the fence, and so I loosened my hand out of the rigging, thinking that he was going to hit the fence. Instead, he decided he was going to try and turn, and when he did, his feet went out from under him and fell on my leg and broke it. So that's kind of my rodeo career there. I dreamed of one day wanting, or my goal was to want to be able to get to the national finals in Las Vegas here, but talent-wise, I probably had the ability to do it. Mentally, I didn't have the strength to do it. To be able to ride all year and be going from rodeo to rodeo and riding, whether you're hurting or not, and whether you got good stock or not, takes a real mental toughness, and I found that I just didn't have that mental toughness to do all the traveling that it takes to go down the road, but I don't regret any of the rodeoing that I did do. It was a lot of good memories and a lot of good stories to be able to tell. I don't know what else to tell you, Dayz. Is that enough of the stories, or should I tell you any